Ah, your majesty. It seems like an age since we last had the pleasure of speaking. The awful attack on the kingdom, Walter's tragic demise. Terrible, terrible business. Still, we mustn't dwell on the past, must we? There is much to do. Dealing with the aftermath of recent events, bolstering the morale of the people, and many, many equally riveting issues. So, if you are ready, your majesty, shall we proceed to the throne room and begin? Wonderful. I assure you, you will be entertained, engrossed, and elated. This is our best royal schedule yet. So I will arrange an audience with the Blacksmith Association, and we can clear this tax dispute up in no time. 2 or 3 days of negotiations should settle it. Now, on to much more important matters. The hiring of a new head gardener. As you know, the rose bushes this year have suffered some minor discomfort due to the inclement weather and less than salubrious soil management. I have arranged an interview process that should take no more than 8 weeks, starting tomorrow morning. It should make for a very... But lest we forget matters of state, we really ought to begin a more considered census of the population. Estimates of the number of citizens vary widely. I suggest each one comes to the throne room and has a little... Ah!
Is it too late for an audience, my king? Who are you? I've come from far away to fulfill my destiny. To get revenge for everything you've done. How many innocent people have you sent to the keep?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your lies won't save you now! I've spent years in a cell, thinking about this moment. Did you think you're safe here, your majesty? Did you think your guards could protect you? I know all about guards. They couldn't keep me in the keep. And they couldn't keep me out of your castle. This is the end of the kingdom. Albion will be free. It's time for the people to rule themselves. I am well trained in the art of murder. I've never killed a king before, though. I am the instrument of change. I am the voice of revolution. The world doesn't need the crown. It doesn't need the throne. You're a relic, your majesty. Nobody will mourn your passing. Nobody ever mourns a tyrant. I came here alone, but I represent legions. You will never defeat us all. You may be a hero, but that doesn't make you a god. It doesn't give you the right to rule a country. I wish General Turner were here to see you die. Such a pity you'll never meet him. We will return Albion to a more pure state. This castle will burn to the ground. Your family invented the monarchy, but it has no place in our land. Everyone imprisoned by the kings of Albion will be set free. I'm willing to die for what I believe in. Are you? think you're safe now. I'm just the first of many. We will kill you in the end.
My king! An enemy ship is approaching. There are soldiers on board!
Who are they?
Get ready!
They're almost here!
Hold steady! They look like elite soldiers. What the hell is going on?
I don't know, but they're as good as dead.
We are at your service, Your Majesty.
Who are you?
I'm Commander Milton. We came in pursuit of the man who attempted to take your life. I knew he would not succeed, but his escape dishonors us all the same.
The man spoke of a place called the Keep. Is that where you've come from?
Yes, Ravenscar Keep. It's a prison far from this coast, and we're the soldiers sworn to guard it.
Another of my brother's secrets.
If you'll come with us, Your Majesty, I'll show you. The Keep is where Albion's worst criminals are held. The most dangerous enemies of the Crown. It's time our new king saw it for himself. Welcome to the Keep, Your Majesty. Albion's secret prison. Your father made use of it. Your brother Logan made use of it. Now, it is yours. I had my men prepare for your visit, so the cells should be ready for inspection.
Is it safe? Recent events have made me somewhat wary of convicts.
There are plenty of harmless political prisoners imprisoned by Logan, but over the years we have accumulated some rather dangerous individuals. And there's none more dangerous than General Turner. He led your brother's armies for years, until he became obsessed with ending his rule, with abolishing the crown altogether.
Oh my, yes. General Turner. He attempted a coup on your brother and declared he would bring about the end of the monarchy in Albion. Unfortunately, this was before Logan saw fit to execute all traitors.
I believe the assassin you killed was acting under his orders. We will conduct a full investigation into how... Something's wrong.
I knew it! This place is a death trap! I'm going to be torn apart by angry criminals!
This way, Your Majesty.
I'll stay here and make sure nobody sinks the boat.
Lieutenant, what the hell happened?
Nobody quite knows, sir. Some of the prisoners in Block A broke free. They started a riot, got hold of weapons and killed some of our men. We can't break through!
We won't be able to get through the entrance. There's a reason we call this place the Keep. Fortunately, I know this place better than any prisoner. Are you willing to get your hands dirty, my king? Or perhaps you would prefer to wait here?
I may have become a politician, Commander, but I was born to fight. Lead the way.
With pleasure. The old sewer system leads into the lower levels. It's as secure as any other part of the Keep, but I can get us through. I wouldn't be surprised if General Turner was behind this. I've been the warden of this place for 7 years, and we've never had a prisoner like him. He seems to exert some strange control over people. But you can judge for yourself soon. It's impossible to get past this gate without the key, and I have the only copy, as this poor bastard found out too late. I should warn you, we'll be coming out into the prison's lowest level. We call it the Pit. The inmates down here are so disturbed they're barely human. Welcome to the Pit, Your Majesty. The most miserable place in Albion. Try to stay away from the cell doors. I sound agitated enough already. I closed this room down when I took over. The doctors who used it called it an electrical rehabilitation facility. The rest of us called it the torture chamber. Most of the men you hear screaming sat in those chairs every day. If they weren't insane when they came in, well, let's just say I'd rather die than be strapped to one of those things. We should be right under the rioters now. Here they come. Don't hold back, Your Majesty. These men are vicious killers.
You may think...
We need to regain control of the prison before this turns into a real bloodbath. These were good men. Some of them little more than boys. This was never meant to happen.
Stop hitting him! He's a mate! And the best that's get gone. Time for me to kick your ass!
I knew it. This isn't a random riot. It's too organized. Turner did this. He sent the assassin after you not to kill you, but to draw me and my best soldiers away. Come on. If he's behind this, we need to find him before it's too late. They've broken into the armory. This is going to get interesting. Watch your back, Your Majesty. We're not exactly the most popular people among convicts, are we? I never should have left the island. Never underestimate a desperate criminal.
I've never been shot before. What's it feel like, mate?
It sounds like some of the guards are still fighting in there. They're going to need our help. If you don't mind, Your Majesty, I think I'll join my men.
Oh, look at him bleed!
If General Turner is behind this, it won't be easy to recapture him. Whatever happens, we can't let him leave the island.
What?
Well, veteran!
I only hope our other more famous prisoners are still behind bars. I can't imagine what will happen if they're let loose.
Look at the money bags on this one!
Nothing hardens a bandit like being locked up for a few years. The cells of the maximum security ward must have been opened, including General Turner's. Come on, we have to get there before he can make a break for it. This ends now.
Rome's gonna be cold tomorrow with that. How did you kill him so quickly?
damn good shot.
Where are the prisoners?
They're gone, sir. The cells were empty when we were taken hostage.
I should have known. Damn it, I should have known. Round up the last of the rioters and lock them up.
Yes, sir.
Missing? We have to get out of here. We'll be butchered.
You may rest at ease, Mr. Hobson. I don't believe they're anywhere on the island. The riot was a diversion, orchestrated by Turner. As long as he's at large, Albion is under threat, Your Majesty. But he isn't the only one we need to worry about. We will need to recapture all the escapees if we want to safeguard the kingdom.
Who are the others?
Professor Faraday was a celebrated inventor, and the brains behind most of our industrial progress. Until he turned on your brother. He's a mild-mannered man, but his creations could bring about the end of civilization. Mary Godwin, also known as Witchcraft Mary, was a highly skilled alchemist, though that knowledge rests in a very disturbed mind. She was convicted of witchery after they discovered her rather horrific experiments. I dread to think what she may do next. And I've already told you about General Turner, the most dangerous of them all. He must have been planning this breakout for months.
Where do we begin?
The records room holds all the information we have on our prisoners. My men can study the files for Witchcraft Mary and Turner. I'm confident I know where I can find Faraday. There's only one place he could call his home. One place he could believe himself safe. I propose we sail there as soon as possible.
I magnanimously offer my services in this investigation. This study seems like a nice, safe place from which to serve the kingdom.
Very good, then. Your Majesty, I shall meet you at the pier when you're ready to hunt down Faraday.
There seem to be several entries on this Mary Godwin, or Witchcraft Mary, if that's what we must call her. Very little on General Turner, though. I'm sure I will have found a plentiful supply of information when you return, though. Good luck, Your Majesty.
Faraday had a remote factory he opened up to the public before things turned sour. It's where he did all his work, and he's never stopped talking about it. I'm certain we'll find him there. But if what they say about his inventions is true, it won't be easy to capture him. Shall we go, Your Majesty? Clockwork Island. It was quite a popular tourist attraction some years ago. Faraday's inventions have changed the world, but all he really wanted was to make people happy.
Why was he locked up?
Nobody really knows. Your brother said he was a danger to mankind. As for Faraday himself, all he would ever say is that he'd rather die than betray his creations. I used to queue up for hours when I was a child in Bowerstone, just to get a glimpse of his contraptions. I still remember the slogan, Faraday Industries, where faraway dreams become reality. Well, those dreams certainly look far away now. I wonder what this was supposed to be.
Welcome, visitors, to Clockwork Island. I am Huxley, and I will be your guide. Please refrain from using obscene language in front of the children. Now, if you will follow me, we will begin the tour. Keep your belongings with you at all times, and try not to stray from the group.
I suppose we should do what he says.
We begin with what is yet to come. Astonish your senses, give flight to your fancy, by stepping into the Street of the Future.
I'm starting to wish I'd paid this place a visit while it was still open.
Before you is an everyday Bowerstone suburb, as it will be 15 years from now. Yes, the future is in our grasp. Please walk among the citizens of tomorrow, share in their joy, marvel at their superior well-being. In the world of tomorrow, there is no conflict, no jealousy, no selfishness. Thanks to science, people are finally happy. Witness the idyllic lives of these model citizens. Marvel at the perfect lives they lead. Would you not want to raise a family here? This is the future that Faraday Industries can bring to Albion. Peace and contentment for all. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good evening, good evening, good evening, good morning, good evening, good evening, good morning, good morning. This concludes the tour. We hope all your dreams have been fulfilled.
I know who you are, and I know why you're here. You will never get what you want. Never.
It's Faraday.
I'm ready for you, Your Majesty. I am most ready. And if it is violence you seek, then violence you shall have.
This is a security announcement to all our guests here today. Please take cover. The management accepts no responsibility for any mutilations, fatalities, or slight grazes. And now, presenting the latest in armed defense mechanisms, a round of applause for the Colin Mark II. Do you enjoy fishing as I do? Then perhaps we could cast our lines over a stream one fine morning.
Do you think these things feel pain?
Did you hear the vague but scandalous rumor regarding certain individuals? Then shocking.
So this is what Faraday's been doing in his spare time. Building a mechanical army. Is that why your brother locked him up? Looks like the Street of the Future is going to be a dangerous place to live. I'm starting to see why your brother locked Faraday up. Come on, let's find him, shall we? I think there might be a way through here. How come this isn't part of the tour? Welcome to the Graveyard of the Future. Look at this place, even the wall is falling to pieces. There's some sort of canal down there. Ready when you are, Your Majesty.
The park has been open for a whole month now, and I can say without reservations that it is an extraordinary success. The public adores my creations, and as I predicted, the street of the future is proving to be my greatest draw. Tomorrow I travel to Mistpeak, where I will oversee the maiden voyage of the improved monorail.
I think we can safely say this isn't part of the tour. What are those? Insects?
I have instructed my cleaning and repair crew to clear the canal of detritus. Now go away!
Careful, Your Majesty. I don't care what they're made of, they're still disgusting. Faraday's built himself quite a fortress, hasn't he? Can you imagine what would happen if these insects got loose in Albion? We're getting close. Faraday must be in that factory up ahead.
Why can't you leave me alone? I will never do as you ask. Do you hear me? Never!
What's he talking about?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's finally lost what little reason he had left.
Rulers may believe they can impose their will on whomever they so wish, but I was born to make dreams come alive, not to create death. You have already seen the weapons your brother forced me to make, but they shall never leave this island, and neither shall I.
So that's why your brother had him locked up. He refused to build him an army. And he thinks that's what you've come here for.
You are so clever and so happy. We could do this forever and ever.
Must I turn more of my creations into monstrosities? Leave us in peace!
I have a feeling these dogs aren't here to play catch with us. Bombs. Why am I not surprised? I was always more of a cat person myself. Faraday must be really desperate if he's willing to destroy his creations to stop us. Don't let them get too close to you. You need to kill them from a distance. Don't let them get too close to you. I was always more of a cat person myself. I've had just about enough of this. Whatever he believes, he's too dangerous to be left out here. We need to find him, now. Another dead end. There must be some way through.
Look how you corrupted my life's work. Haven't you seen enough? Perhaps you need more evidence.
It is not polite to resist attempted murder. I cannot harm, or by omission of action allow to be harmed, a human being. Except you.
If this technology ever gets out, it means the end of the army. Who would need a real soldier? All those years, Faraday was babbling in his... General Turner must have plans for all these creatures. That's why he set Faraday loose. I think there's a way through the roof. Come on.
Incredible news. I have received word that King Logan himself is planning to visit the island. He wishes to speak with me in person. No doubt to congratulate me on all the advances I have made, and on transforming Bowerstone slums into a happy and productive place. I shall have to record a special welcome message for Huxley.
You've taken my work. You've taken years of my life. But you cannot take my soul. No, that is out of reach even to Albion's ruler. I will
Think of what your brother would have done if he'd had an army of automatons at his command. I'm really getting sick of these walking boxes. I've fought a lot of strange things in my time, but today has to be the strangest.
It is time we separated your head from your shoulders.
All those years Faraday was babbling in...
You have been casting unpure glances at my wife. Why, I will show you what is what. I find your presence highly objectionable.
General Turner must have plans for all these creatures. That's why he set Faraday loose. Let's hope that's the last of them. This is it, the last factory. He has to be here somewhere. What if it was all just recorded messages? He's been playing with us.
Is this the perfect soldier you wanted, Your Majesty? Well, you shall never have it. I designed this suit to be the most powerful weapon that has ever existed. Allow me to demonstrate. Why won't you leave an old man alone? Leave me alone!
We will never serve you. Faraday is our only master. He is also...
Well then, I'm ready. Your brother destroyed everything I cared for. You may as well kill me.
We should take him back to the keep. We can take care of his wounds there.
I'm not like my brother. You're safe now.
Thank you. I should not have judged you so hastily, Your Majesty.
You have been through a lot, Mr. Faraday. But now that we know the truth, your life will return to normal.
Very good. He will be released as soon as his wounds are healed.